Here's how I break in a brushed motor for the Axial SCX10. I use Axial 27 turn motors, really good motors for the price, about 12 bucks, and you get a really nice motor. But I have one tip. I got this from DJ Matic 2008. AXA 180 axial part, and that is the set screws for the drive shafts. That makes it extra tight so they don't come undone, and that makes it makes both wheels turn at all times perfectly. But here on to the breaking into the motor. First, cold water, then okay, do that. Hold up. You may have to. This is gonna be the first part of the break-in. Use the throttle trim on your remote. I have the Spectrum, and not fast. Just get it going pretty quick, and then about every maybe 30 seconds, bump it up a little bit. And I'll do this for about 5 minutes. Next, after that, I'll show you the next step. Now, time to bump up the speed. It's been about 30 seconds. Bump up the speed a little bit more. And you can see the water is now starting to turn a gray color. You can bring it back down. That's just so that it gets used to the different RPMs. We're going to keep this going for about another 5 minutes. But whenever we come back, we're going to have the water switched out. A new cup. You can see our gray is already starting to turn. Whenever we come back to the next part, we will have new water, and we'll continue on this, which will be about 5 minutes into the break-in. Okay, we have now switched the water out. It was really gray. Now we're going to do the throttle trim all the way up for about 2 minutes, which will then let the brushes go to the calm, I guess, and it'll just help it last longer. Whenever we come back, it'll be about 2 more minutes into the break-in, and like I said, we're gonna have throttle trim most of the way up, and then every once in a while you may want to hit the gas to just break it in a little bit better. So we're about maybe 12 minutes into the break-in. This is the second cup of water. You can see this time it's not as dirty as the gray. It's still gray and musty, but it's not as dirty as it was before. That means it's working. All of the particles of the dust and like brake dust, kind of like a car, it's coming out. And I'm holding this iPod with 2 hands, and because there's water around here. Huh? You have any opinions?
Just don't go to the creek.
But anyways, it's been about throttle trim almost all the way up the whole time. We're about to dump the water out, and this time we're going to go backwards for about a minute, just to get the backwards brushes fitted to the calm get better. And when we come back, I guess we'll come back. This time we cleaned the water, we dumped it out. This time we're going to be hitting full throttle off and on, like and then like half, quarter, then full. Just keep alternating it. What we're trying to do is just get the brushes better fitted to the commutator, and that just makes it last longer, and in the long run it'll be a lot more powerful. But again, we just don't keep it at one level, alternate. This is my opinion on how to do it, but here I'll show you real quick how we would do it. Okay, when we come back, you'll see we're getting near the end of the break-in, so stay tuned. Okay, this is the final part of this my break-in procedure of a Axial 27 turn motor. You can see that there is black marks and the cup is turning gray from all the dust that's coming out of it. For the last step, just one time, just hold it full throttle for about 10 seconds, and then after that, just go slow. Just cut on your throttle trim again, just let it cool off a little bit, and just let it go slow. Just let it cool back down, and after that, put some motor, what's it called? The oil, machine oil. Take it out of the water, please, cameraman. You're going to want to put, after every single run of this motor, you're going to want to put machine oil on the ends of this bearing and on this bearing. You're going to want to do that. Spin it over with the chuck, just a little bit, just to get it worked in. Then after that, you're good. And then after every 5 runs, I'd recommend taking the motor out of the chuck, which this is so easy to take it out. It takes 45 seconds. Just put in the water and just do like maybe half throttle just to get all the particles out. And that just gets the motor clean again and good to go. And lastly, you're going to want an air compressor. That's what I recommend. After every run, I blow the motor completely out with an air compressor just so that the motor does not rust. Or you can get compressed air cans, which is cheaper, but we have a bunch of air compressors, so we use that. Just take the air compressor nozzle and just spray all around it inside. Spin the motor over whenever you're doing it. That just, again, prevents against rust and just corrosion. So that is my method of how to break in the Axial 27 turn motor. Get this motor, I'd recommend it. $15, you can't beat it. A couple cups of water and a couple of people working this makes this motor go a long way. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Peace. See you later. Last part. I'm going to begin a hour chart. Like every hour that it gets ran, I'm going to write it down on a piece of paper. See how many hours and minutes I get out of the motor. It's not going to be exact, maybe 5-10 minutes off, but I'm going to try to get it pretty close to see how many hours that I can get this motor to work. I'm hoping it'll last between maybe 10 to 15, 10 to 12 probably, but if not, oh well. It's a good motor for $15. You can't beat it. See you later. Peace.